comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The throw hits, now the fun begins. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to bait out the jump? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. Gets through the opening. Still slugging it out here. Player one, hold your breath. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Puts a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Very slick with the combo. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Both fighters planning something? They're both out of drive gauge. Will they press on or wait and pay? Oh. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits them with a stop and bop. Closes the gap. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Throws them. What's next? Player one has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Jumps in. Blocks the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. They were expecting that drive impact. Goes for the jump in. They quickly get back into the hit zone with a stop and pop. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. Hanging by a thread. Just what they were after. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with a jump in. The drive impact is denied. Links it. Brushes that off and keeps going. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Nails it. What now? Oh, critical art now? No, closes it out. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in. Hold your breath. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Strings it all together. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Impact's a no-go. Can't tech the throw, takes a trip. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Throws them. What's next? Blocks the impact. Forcefully closes the gap. Hold your breath. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Out of range, relatively safe. Do they have enough drive gauge? Springs forward with the drive rush. Gets them with the anti-air. What's the next move? Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player one needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Nice and clean.
3 rounds. Fight.
3 rounds. Fight. 3 rounds. 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 3 That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Gotta do this. Come on.
This will be a good fight.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Ooh, what's this? Decides to go in with the target combo. Still slugging it out here. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. Who's going to break the silence first? Both fighters will want to make something happen while avoiding burnout state. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. The grab misses. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Player 2 chases them down. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Double three super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 1 just put themselves on equal footing. This is gonna be bad news. Player 1 has the that back row was huge. Reads the jump in perfectly. Player gotta do better than that. Flatlines on. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
They are letting it fly from the get-go. Drops that off. Uses the target combo as a filler. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Excellent block. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Dragon, oh, putting the cherry on top. This is gonna take a chunk. Player 2, nothing stops this train. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. Okay, here we go. Reads the jump in perfectly. Tons of space between the fighters. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? This is a gigantic life stream. Hits the drive. Things are very tense as this exchange continues. Closes it out. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Get them with the anti-air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier.
Not so fast.
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 chases them down. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 drop tap to close it. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The super armor does its job. Quick dash it. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Digs in deep to get that drive. Uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
That hurt.
Big super art hit. It's on. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. This is gonna be bad news. Player 2 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage. Burnout activates. Ooh, does them dirty. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? In attack range. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Dangerous range here. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Starts things off with a jump in. Hits him with a stop and bop. Closes the gap. Sends the meter. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Time to reassess the situation. Jumps. Genius read with that throw escape. Player 2 instantly does some big damage. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Player 1 has a turns out. Player 1 connects with the throw. What are they gonna do? Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. The throw connects. What now? The pace quickens after crowns him from above. Amazing! Noticeable life lead. Solid anti-air. We just saw the heist of the century. Player 1 really has to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Choose a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Gotta do this. Come on.
No
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Good anti-air. Wow, shut down. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Fantastic reactions there. Grabs them. Neither of them willing to back off here. Life lead opens up. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Taking stock. Throws them to negate the block. They gotta pick their spots well. Goes for the super art. Shipujinrai doing the business. Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. To come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Twisted knuckle. They got their eye on the air. Checks him with the projectile. Impacts a no-go. Forcefully closes the gap. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Jumps. Jumps in. Blocks the impact. Excellent block to shut off the impact. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Jumps up. The throw missed. Their spacing is drops them hard. Jump! Ooh, what a smart throw! Going in, we have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. Life leader finds the target. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Scrambling here to avoid that corner. Doesn't touch the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Decides to create some distance to start. Had the radar up and running. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. The combo's there. Decent damage. What's next? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Trips him up. Big counter. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. From up above. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Locks him with a target combo. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Jumps in. A super art. Threads it cleanly. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Brushes that off and keeps going. Quick dash in. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Gets out of the corner. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has burnout activates. Both fighters are out of drive. Mike's level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. They're thinking of scoring big off this cage. Knocked them out of the air. Solid KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Grabs them. Steps in for the throw. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. We've got both sides without a drive gauge. How will they overcome this? How will they get out of this jam? Both sides need to decide. Whiffs the throw. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Got their eye on the air. Changes the pace with an air to intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Jumps? That's some big juicy damage on the experiencing burnout. Got a ton of damage off that opening. Can they do it again? Yo, put that away. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Oh, says no to the impact. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Pops off the tank and scores the win. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
A new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Deftly shuts out the jumping. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout stage. Knockdown. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Sticks the jump in. Knockdown. Life Eagle adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Taking stock. Sonic Blade to fish for a reaction. Jumps in. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Hold your breath. But there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Holds out with a block. Nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Player, burnout triggered. Which way you gonna block? Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the target combo as a filler. Gets the combo. Not much life difference. Knockdown and risky up close scrap still going. And whip! They're wide open. Burnout burns out. Cuts them to that combo finishes it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Somersault kick to take them head on. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Blocks it. The drive impact doesn't work. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. It'll be interesting to see how they decide to fill up their super art gauges here. Resource management is the key to winning. Ooh, what a smart throw. Barely blocks the jump in. Impact squash. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Were they baiting them into that? Target combo into... Oh, putting the cherry on top. Player 2 is mounting a comeback. What else is up there? Slip burns out. Sets up with the jump in. Oh, yo, raw super here? Noticeable life lead is a super art to show what a being flatline zone. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Somersault kick to take them head on. Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. Grabs them, takes a trip. That drive impact doesn't get through. Very solid corner. Gets them. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Holds out with the block. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Hits them with a stop and block. Player 1 can't use any drive. Burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. What'll happen? Nice read. Denies them with a somersault kick. Still, they're going for the super art. Shibu Jinrai doing the business. Going in. Grounds them from above. More fuel to the fire. Hook them up. Player 1 can't use any drive move. Drops them from the air. Meets them in air. Flatlines them. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Still slugging it out here. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. Gotcha. Box him with a target combo. All right, what's coming up next? Pops him with a shorty. Heading into the end game now. It's getting to opt for the throw to close it out. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Impact's a no-go. Checks them with the projectile. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Neither of them willing to back, brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters planning something? Player two holding on to nice read. Denies them with a somersault. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Are they thinking about how to steal this round? They're KO! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with a jump in. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Brushes that off and keeps going. That feeling out phase, good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge check. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. You play with fire and you're gonna get burned! Player two, impact counter! Ooh, that's so sick! Turning it right up with the super! Spends it all on the super! Not shy one bit about it!
Too easy.
Player two is on track, solid anti-air! Reads the jump in perfectly! A jump in? The jump connects with the throw! What now? Player one is in a very good spot now. This is a complete shutdown. They can't... What? Time to make them famous. Are you kidding me? Player one was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Blocks that off. Nice counter. Still slugging it out at this range. Projectile to try and change the situation. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Gets through the opening. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Who's it gonna be? All right. Player one has been really leaning on that drive gauge. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Throws out a projectile. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Throws them. What's next? Impact's a no-go. The cap... Taking... Hits him with a stop and bop. One shot. Both fights uses the gauge for a super art. Shipujinra hit. It ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. There's an overdrive art. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Holds out with the block. Okay, creating some space here. Player two will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Get carried to the corner. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Anti-air drops him. Blocks the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Player 2, burnout activates. Closes the gap. It's a good spot to use the super. A real test of nerves here. Player 1 connects with the throw. What's that? Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Raw super art incoming. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. A lot of pressure building up here. They both decide to ease it, trying to make something happen with an overdrive art. They back down to regroup. This burnout, but they may have a plan here. Boom! This is a critical moment. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Escapes the corner. Oh, kisses the fireball. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Let's loose a boom. Who's going to... Oh, the throw connects. Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Player 1 with the rhythm owning impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. Both sides brush that off. Punish counter sets the table. Burns out. Player 1 is in burnouts. Drops them from the air. Somersault kick to take them head on. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Noticeable will this super art do anything? Wrecks them. The projectile hits. Fantastic positioning on show during that round. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits the drive. Checks him with the boom. Reacts to the throw. Sonic boom. Blocks him with a target combo. Very solid corner switch. What's the play here? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Opt for the super art. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. In a dire situation. This goes for the super art? Player 1 saw them sweating against the wall and gets in the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. That drive impact is blocked. Forcefully closes the gap. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Scrapping it out up close. Burnout activates. What'll happen here? Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Shreds them with a Sonic Hurricane. Brushes that off and keeps going. Checks them with the boom. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Knockdown and player 2 will need to pitch the air throw. Still tries to act quickly but with the attack. Both fighters planning some slams on the break. Gets the counter hit and the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Hits the drive. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor? Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Full F and whip! They're wide open! What's next? Player 2 is looking at it, pumps the brakes on the impact. Ooh, what a smart throw! Both sides getting ready. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Let's lose a boom! Okay, here we go. Will this super art do anything? Perfect! Solid anti-air! Oh, here we go! It's anti-air in the clutch! Finds the target! Who will set the bait at this range? Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Both avoid the clue where they're swinging at! Player 2 can't let this simmer! They gotta start cooking! Are you kidding me? Player 2 clinches the win!
Choose a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Gotta do this. Come on. Bring the heat.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Difficult situation for a throw. Still slugging it out here. No go for the throw. Takes the chance to hurt him. What's going to follow the combo? Player 2 chases them down. Very solid corner switch. Life lead opens up. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance. Oh! Burnout activates. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Hit them with a stopping bomb. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Both fighters planning something? The throw missed. Up into the air, bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Bends it all on the full meter. You know what that means? It's time for the weekend. With drive rush to keep it going. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise, but will experience a KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Round one.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Still slugging it out here. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Goes for the drive rush there. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Takes a trip. Fantastic reactions there. Decides to meet them in the air. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Whiffs the throw. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Throws them. What's next? Life lead opens up. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Super art? Saw that coming. Give it in there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Are we going to see some fireworks here? That drive impact doesn't get through. You can block impacts, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 1 chases them down. Flashes them. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. A quick breather. Smart play to stop the opponent there. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance. Adds a bit of OG spice there. Are we going to see a comeback here? Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 has got to do better than that. Goes for the fireball. There's a burnout. Jump. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Wraps it up with a throw. Last round, people. Both fighters got to go all in from this point. Nice fireball. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Goes for the jump in. Meets them air to air. Rolling soba. Ooh, you never know what can happen. And whiffs. They're wide open. Handle with care. You can't drop driving back. It's that with confidence. Player 1 turning it right up with the super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
Bet that hurt.
Lands the super! Drops them from the air! Oh! Putting the cherry on top! Spends it all on the super! Not shy one bit about it! Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They're in range. We got connects with the throw. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Nice air slasher! Bends it on the fireball! Player two really had to fight for that one! No.
Comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Gotta do this. Come on. Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. That was a solid anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Combo with the target combo. Taking stock. The drive impact whiff. Are they ready to punish? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Where is their opening? Jump! The throw misses. And the throw ends the round. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The jump-in is denied. Throws them to negate the block. Good work staying in throw range there. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Jump? Smart play with the throw. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps up. Close range projectile. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Pokes with a medium kick. Breaks the block with a throw. Jumps in. Hits him with a stopping bomb. With super arching to more fuel to the fire. Put them up. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
Bet that hurt.
Lands the super. Time for dessert. Close range projectile. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down. Sets up with the jump in. Super art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Ends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
Bet that hurt.
Can they make the most of this? Gotta do better than that. Are they going to be able to come back and drive it back? Misses. Player one is in a very good spot now. Getting up from burnout. It is over. Player one comes away with the win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Close range projectile. Reads the jump in perfectly. They just said, get that jump in out of here. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player one needs to deal with this burnout. The throw connects for counter hit damage. Knockdown. Checks him with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Oh, easy tech. Pops them with a Shoryu. There, with the super art connect, the super doesn't hit. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. That drive impact doesn't get through. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Uses the gauge for a super art. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Shin, Ryu, Ripper!
Bet that hurt.
Player 1 burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Clutch, anti-air. Goes for the fireball. Sets up with the jump in. Knockdown and looking for a hole. The low's blocked. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Barely throws them. Amazing. The next touch may decide this round. Fireball pressure. Can this drive bring them back? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Punish counter on the action. Quick dash. Puts the exclamation point on that with an ODR. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Nice fireball. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Out of range. Relatively safe. Wrecks them. Quick medium pump. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Turns out. What's next? Player 1 is in knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. A jump in? Things are very tense as this exchange continues. The jump in is denied. The drive impact doesn't work. Noticeable. Ooh, what a smart throw. They've been keeping a full drive gauge in their pocket, but they gotta pull it out sooner or later. The reaction's on display. Gotta do better than that. Keeps them out from giving them food for thought. Player 2 shows they are truly the best of the best. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Closes the gap. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Will this decision pay off for them? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to bait out the jump? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? With this super art connect, starting something with the super. Player 1 must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Got their eye on the air. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Ah, burnout activates. It's a good spot to use the super. A quick breather. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can both fighters planning something? Zones with the fireball. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? So, what's next? Jumps up. Any throw will whiff at that range. Put anti-air in the clutch. Digs in deep to get that drive in. That combo finishes it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. They are letting it fly from the get-go. Jumps. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Nice fireball. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Player 1 has a slight life. Punish counter on reaction. Aims for the turning it right up with a super. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Up suspend the meter on the super. A projectile to take solid anti-air. Fireball pressure, trying to wear down the opponent. They are not getting close to each other. Tries to act quickly but with the attack. Shreds them with a critical. Such a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. There's a burnout. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. And it is over! Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Gotta do this. Come on.
No mercy for you.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Difficult situation for a throw. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. No good up high. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Takes a trip. The grab misses. Very solid corner switch. Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Can't tech the throw. Fights! Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 2 will have to deal with this game. Oh, burnout triggered. Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Full SA meters on deck. Ooh, what a smart throw. This can lead to some big damage. Fireball, the throw connects. Taking chunks out of each other here. Amazing. What a finish.
Cammy.
I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Quick spin knuckle. Nice solid counter. What a clean counter. Opts for the throw. What's the play here? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Gets right in there. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. The drive impact is denied. Player 1 has completely used... just goes for it at this range. A thunderous drive impact to close the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Grabs them. Jumps. Goes for the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out getting that opening, and then jumping in. Tammy's speed on full display. It's the Delta Red Assault. Player 2, smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 1 is working with a better hit them with a stop and bomb. A quick breather. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Turn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 1 can't afford to drop them hard. Jump, gets the counter hit and the win.
Cammy
Player 2
wins.
brings it home.
Greatest match. Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. The throw connects for counter hit damage. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Knockdown. Will this super art connect? Spends it on the super art. Takes a trip. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 can build off this lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Goes for the throw. Charges forward. Are we gonna see a comeback here? In there! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods pick? Throws them. Player 2, the drive impact doesn't work. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Blocks the low kick. Wrecks them. Finds the target. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Ooh, what a smart throw. And whiff. They're wide open. Connects with the throw. Oh, yo! Rock super here? What were they thinking? Spends it all on the super! Not shy of anything about it!
What's wrong? Get up!
Excellent block! Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Escapes the corner! What are they gonna do? Ugh, it is over! Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win! They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The drive impact doesn't work. Throws them. Jumps in. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but it takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Difficult situation for a throw. What are they thinking here? Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. Opt for the throw to close it out. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. A drive impact. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something, brushes that off and keeps going. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Uses the gauge for a super art. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Jumps, big throws. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Risky up-close scrap still going. A quick breather. Oh, burnout triggered. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Lands the super. Time for dessert. A real test of nerves here. Oh, here we go. Flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Oh, now that is a punish. Player 2 has nothing stops this train. What's this Shinko Hado gonna do? Amazing! Player 1 flipping the script with a turnaround super. What are they gonna do? Both fighters are down for Rexem. Solar plexus strike. What now? Ooh, what a smart throw. Finds the target. Player 2 drives and back misses. They're taking a step back. There's a burnout. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Closes it. All the throw connects. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. We just saw the heist of the century. Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Next up, player one with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player two has used up all of their drive gauge. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. In there! Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player two was completely shut out in that last round. They really need to think about whether to press on with their current game plan or change up their playstyle a bit. Still slugging it out at this range. Brushes that off and keeps going. It's a good spot to use the super. Is this gonna kill? The super art doesn't kill. They gotta pay. Oh. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Decides to meet them in the air. Misses the drive impact. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Snares them. Throws them to negate the block. KO. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Not good enough.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player one chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player one can't use any drive moves without smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. Spinning bird kick. This may be it. Anti-air in the clutch. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Medium kick hits. Drive fireball. What are they gonna drive impact misses? Connects with the throw. The drive impact doesn't work. They gotta dig down deep here. Both of them back off. Closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play.
It's not over.
Good anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Player one is just about out of drive after that. All right. Knew they'd go for it. That's a good read. Fantastically action fair. Neither of them willing to back off. All right, what's coming up next? KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Opts for the free flow kicks to get it, brushes that off and keeps going. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Looking to impress with this super. Player baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Knockdown, they were right to be on guard there. All the throw connects. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. And oh my God, what's gonna happen? Break through with the throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they... Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Reads the throw and escapes. Forward rush. Closes the distance. With the solar plexus stretch, Player 1 needs to wait this out. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 throws them. What now? Impact squat. Dangerous range here. Gotta do better than that. A jump, sets up with the jump in. What? Rushes in? Super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you.
Time to train.
Ketsuga Saiho connects. James better show all those OGs that there's a new player in town. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Got a drop zone, baby. The next touch may decide this round. They didn't take the throw. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Here comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Knockdown. Okay, creating some space here. Trying to read each other here. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Impacts a no-go. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Got their eye on the air. All right, what's coming up next? Throws them to negate the block. Goes for the drive rush there. Player 2 is maintaining the corner, experiencing burnout. A quick breather. Player 1 has complete... This Shin Hashogeki is gonna sting! Going in? Player 1 might have just shifted this round into high gear. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. They're going for the super art?
This is my chance.
Finishes with the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
brushes that off and keeps going. Shinku Hadouken! How's this round going to develop? That drive impact doesn't get through. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Jump? Smart play with the throw. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Both fighters planning something? Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Player 1 is dominating this match. Blocks the impact. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Hits them with the drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 in there. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Here comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round 1.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Uh-oh. Falls short. Gonna pay for telegraphing that jump in. Nice stuff. They timed their parry to activate just as the jump-in was coming and triggered the perfect parry. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Decides to go in with the target. Knockdown. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 1 chases them down. In a dire situation, they can't afford smart play to stop the opponent. I can't keep track of these corners. Experiencing burnout. Not that burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. In there. Player 1 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. They hit each other. Blows them. What's next? Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Risky up close. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will need to play it since experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Oh, they're in the corner now. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Going in? Both fighters have a full super meter off. Drives and back misses. Jump? Genius read with that throw escape. Knuckle wakes them up. Okay, here we go. The next touch connects with the throw. Oh no! Critical art now? Both closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Serves them a knuckle smash. Finds the target. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Here comes the corner pressure. There's a burnout. Okay, here we go. Drive and back misses. Drops them from the air. Lets them. A rare chance here. They gotta do something. Player 2 drops them hard. Sets up with the jump in. Oh, the throw connects. Oh, here we go. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Jump and whiffs. They're wide open. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on Finn. I can't believe it. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. This is a critical moment. What are they gonna do? Gotta do better than that. They back down to regroup. This drive impact misses. The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. A jump in sets up with the jump in. Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Denies the jump in. Too bad. Awesome. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that build-up. Tries them open with a Shoryuken. Grabs and throws them away. Good work staying in throw range there. Player 1 chases them down. Sees it coming and blocks it out. You can block impact, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Reacts to the throw. The jump in is denied. Grabs them. Closes the gap for the grab. From low heavy to... Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Both fighters planning something? Blocks it. Genius read. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Sees it coming and blocks it out. Well-timed corner switch. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 1 has used up all of their... This stun might mean the end of this round. Knockdown. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Jump. Both fighters want to establish themselves early. They were right to be on guard there. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Ooh. Brushes that off and keeps going. Goes forward with a shot. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. This unleashes some big damage. Are we going to see if this is going to close it out? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Drive impact misses. Brushes that off and keeps going. A Shogeki, and now crowns him from above. Throws him. That throw will do some good damage. Player 1 is in a very good spot.
It's not over.
Charges up the plasma. Both sides draw super hard incoming. Excellent read. Things are looking very bleak, but can they find something? Over in a flash. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let us begin.
I'm number one!
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Lots of aggression from both sides. Grabs him, knockdown. Charges in with authority. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. 100 hand trap. Life lead opens up. What'll happen? A super art? Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Tries to set the tone with a smart play to stop the opponent there. There's an overdrive Shoryu. Rushes that off and keeps going. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Smart play with the throw. Good decision with that throw. Sets up with the jump in. Gets the impact squashed. Gotta be careful not to whip an absolutely relentless. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants. Throws them. There's a change of sides. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Fires without warning. Brushes that off and keeps going. Throws that red tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Fire, there's a burnout. Both sides knock them out of the air. 100 hands. No! Critical art now? Do it to them. Show the people what they came to see, Ryu.
This is the path I have chosen.
They gotta dig down deep here. Close range projectile. Oh, throw is denied. What a lead. Player 2, impact squashed. They don't have any leeway to make a machine. How did they reach that throw? They picked this time to bust this out. The throw is denied. Can either of these fighters win without relying on a super? The drive gauge knew the throw was coming. Gotta do better than that. It's time to make them say it is over. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Misfire with the drive impact. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Player 2 has the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. All right, what's coming up next? Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Jump! Throws them to negate the block. Nice counter. Who will capitalize on an they're in there! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Box him with a target combo. Doesn't miss. Experiencing burnout. Hits him in the gut. Uses the gauge for a super art. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player one just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody blinked. Jumps up, hits him with a stopping bomb. Oh, burnout triggered. And eats it. Can they create enough overhead? Bring in the heat. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Quick dash. Who throws them? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Both fighters are raring to go. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. They were right to be on guard there. Target combo into... Oh my god, they just choked it up! We're turning it right up with a super! Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta read the jump in perfectly.
How's this?
These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. Both sides getting ready. Medium kick into, drops him hard. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Getting up close and personal. What a statement with that fireball. Catches them out. Are you kidding me? Player two made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Shuts that down with a parry. Breaks the block with a throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Jump in, finds the mark. What's the play here? Player one chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Can't catch the throw. Very solid corner. Combo with the target combo. Knockdown down to the wire. This is gonna be bad news. Closes the gap. Goes for the super art. Oh, burnout triggered. X comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Bops him with a target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Goes for the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Tops him with a Shoryu. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Doesn't miss a beat. Wrecks them. How will they utilize this? Life lead is there, but still ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player two brings it home.